Today's subject is awakening the potential bioenergy, your Kundalini energy. In Sanskrit, we have the word Kundalini. The equivalent English word can be awakening the inner potential energy, potential bioenergy. Through the diet, awakening your potential energy. I wanted you to understand how the various diets impact that inner potential energy. First truth I wanted to present in front of all of you: you become what you eat. Anything you eat, that becomes you. One part of what you eat becomes your bone, muscle, flesh, blood. One part of what you eat becomes your words. One part of what you eat becomes your thinking. One part of what you eat becomes your feeling. One part of what you eat becomes your being. You need to understand there is no such thing as inanimate in the universe, whether it is human being or a stone in the street. The variation is only degree of life, not the existence of life. Please understand. The variation is only the degree of life, not the existence of life. Whether it is a human body or the stone in the street, only the degree of life. So, we need to understand, when we kill an animal for our food and consume that as a food, what all the effects happening to our inner potential energy. And if we eat vegetarian sattvic diet, the word sattvic means pure. If we eat the pure diet, what happens to our inner potential energy? Our flesh has a capacity to store the memory. All our memories are stored, recorded in our flesh. Your emotions and your body is very closely connected because your memories are recorded in your body. When an animal is killed, the animal is not going to be blessing all of us and the world when it is dying. Naturally, it is going to express so much of hatred, fear, anger, unfulfilled desire for life, a deep incompletion. When it is dying, it is going to release such powerful incompletion into its muscle memory, into its biomemory, into its body. Please understand, it carries a subtle but very powerful poisonous toxins. So the basic truth, when you eat food filled with so much of incomplete biomemory, incomplete bioenergy, the incomplete memories, what is going to happen to our muscle memory and biomemory, to our body? Please understand, your muscle memory or biomemory is going to be created only out of what you eat. The subtlest part of your food becomes your muscle memory. Subtlest part of your food becomes your biomemory. If the subtlest part of your food is associated with so much of fear, anxiety, unfulfilled desire for life, and incompletion, then what kind of biomemory, muscle memory it is going to create in your body, you have to decide. You can visualize. So when you see a non-veg food in your plate, be very clear. You are taking plate full of depression, plate full of fear, plate full of anxiety, plate full of chemicals and toxins released during the fear when the animal is being terrorized, and plate full of incompletions. Look with this understanding and then decide, should you eat this or not? Second line, I wanted to go to the next truth, next idea I wanted to present in front of all of you. The pure food. How? The vegetarian food is going to help you to awaken your biomemory. I'll talk about this purity of food and how it directly awakens your biomemory and bioenergy and ultimately the Kundalini Shakti, the inner potential energy. The food without anxiety, fear, depression biomemories. If they are consumed, the energy with which you think, the energy with which you utter words, the energy with which you act, energy with which you feel, everything will be aligned to the natural source of energy. It will be aligned to your nature, which is your inner potential energy. I tell you from my experience with myself and my millions of followers and disciples all over the world, your mood swings, the way you decide things in your life, the way you feel about you, the way you feel about the world, everything changes when your diet becomes vegetarian. Because with the vegetarian diet, the thinking becomes more subtle and settled. The agitation, aggression disappears. I've seen in my life, in my travels all over the world, meeting different cultures, civilization, people. From that I can see very clearly. And I can tell you from my experience, people who live as vegetarians, their bioenergy is very high. Their biomemory is very high. Constantly the emotions you cherish becomes source of your bioenergy. Whatever is source of your bioenergy impacts your thinking. Please understand, it's like a vicious circle. It's like one feeds the other. If you are constantly agitated, having depression, that becomes your bioenergy. If depression and agitation becomes your bioenergy, naturally you tend to think towards more depression and more agitation. So what you think becomes your bioenergy. What is your bioenergy forms the basis for your thinking. With this understanding, you can decide on your own whether vegetarian food leads you to more agitation, depression, or non-vegetarian food leads you to more agitation and depression. You can test on your own body. I tell you, testing it on yourself will be the best way to realize the power of vegetarian food. Testing it on your own is the best way to realize the power of pure food in your life. This pure food alone is enough to kindle, awaken the natural energy you are carrying, what I call Kundalini Shakti or inner potential energy or your bioenergy. Vegetarian food, by its nature, the way it comes to you, the way you consume it, awakens your bioenergy, biointelligence, biomemory, and keeps your muscle memory pure, keeps you more healthy, more alive, more inspired, more intelligent, more excited, more living.